Alright, so I want to ask you guys a genuine question. Those of you who clicked on this video, do you guys think that a 6'5 and a 6'6 build should be getting baby contest when it comes to defense in this game? I just want to ask you guys, put it down in the comments. Do you guys think a 6'8 build should be shooting over a 6'5 build, a 6'5 lockdown that has gold badges, that has a 92 perimeter defense, has gold badges, has speed, and has strength? Do you guys think a 6'8 with silver deadeye should be shooting over a 6'5 build? Because for some reason, it just seems that defense in NBA 2K26 is the only unrealistic thing that 2K has failed to add. Alright, because I think a 6'5 build should be getting really good contest on a 6'8. I mean, check it in the NBA. Most of the good lockdown defenders, most of the good perimeter lockdown defenders are 6'5 and 6'6. Alex Caruso is 6'5. Dylan Brooks is 6'5. Alright, Shea is 6'6. He's a really good defender. Alright, there's more in the NBA. Of course, yeah, we have the 6'7 and the 6'8 defenders, but majority of them are 6'5. Some are even 6'4. Some are even 6'3. Drew Holiday. Oh no, Drew Holiday is 6'5. Drew Holiday is 6'5. I checked it. I thought he was 6'4, but Drew Holiday is actually 6'5. All right, that's three defenders, three good perimeter defenders. Maybe Dylan Brooks under Alex Caruso and Drew Holiday. The contest has never been the main problem. All right, the contest is a problem, but it has never been the main problem, because the main problem with defense this year is the closeouts. All right, basically just closing out for a contest. That's what I mean by closeouts. It's like that moment when you're trying to close out for a contest to get a good contest. Okay, you know what I'm saying? When you're at a set distance, either you press triangle or you raise your hand up for the contest. That's basically what the closeouts is. All right, because closeout contest in this game is horrid. Now, I'm not talking about closeout contests where it's like, you know, like you misstep or you're not in position and stuff like that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about closeout defense where it's like you're in perfect position to get a good contest. And for some stupid reason, 2K just decides to make your my player slower than it actually is and gives you like a baby contest, and it just says open or it says yellow contest. I'm pretty sure if you play defense thoroughly in this game, if you play the ones and you play good defense, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Those moments where it feels like you should have gotten a red contest, but it says open or it says yellow when you know you were like hella close. I'm going to pull up a bunch of clips so you guys can see what exactly I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys can see from this clip right here, I'm clearly in this guy's mid. All right, I'm right in front of him. My hands are raised. There's no point in jumping. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people in my comment section that's gonna be like, oh, you could just jump. When you're this close, there's no point in jumping. All right, because you're supposed to be guaranteed a contest. Furthermore, my shading indicator is on. I'm gonna play the full clip so you guys can see. The entire time I'm playing defense against this guy, my shading indicator is on. Like, it's still bright red. No, I'm still in position. According to 2K, I'm still in position. Now, this is my 5'6" build. I have a 92 perimeter defense on this build, meaning I have gold challenger. And this is me going up against a 6'8 build with a 93-point shot that only gets silver deadeye. I want to stress that out. Only gets silver deadeye. The only advantage this guy has over me is his height. A 2-inch height that literally does not mean shit. And he also has baby arms. He has baby arms. Okay, and what contest did I get? An open. How is this shot an open? Please, someone tell me in the comments, because I did not play bad defense. Here's another clip right here. This time, he didn't even do much. He just did a step back and just shot it in my face. I raised my hand. This time, I was like full on defense. I was just monitoring that three, because when he took that first shot, I was like, oh, maybe I was just in a bad position. Maybe, you know, I said I was running back and I didn't close out fast enough. This time, I said I'm going to be in a good position. I'm in a good position in this contest. And what contest did I get? Open again. Not even yellow. Not even 1%. Open. It's like my challenger was not even there. And it is that this doesn't just happen against 6'8", like in 6'5" builds. This happens with the small guards as well. This is a shot I took over a 6'8" build. Guess what contest it is? It's a yellow contest. I'm telling you guys, bro. Contest is part of the problem, but the problem is the closeout defense. That moment where you're just closing out. 2K does not give you a good enough speed when you close out, especially when you time it perfectly. All right, because 2K has made their game now where it's like everything is all about timing. But when it comes to contest and you time your contest properly, like you basically know when this guy's about to take the shot. You raise your hand and it says an open. That has to be the most disappointing shit to ever go through in a game. You're playing a game and you're getting yellow contests when you're like right there. You're right there. People may say, oh, just jump, just jump. You're not going to jump. You're not going to jump every time. All right? You're not going to jump every time when somebody is taking a shot. It's not going to work because they're going to start baiting it. That's why you raise your hand occasionally. Now, I don't say I don't jump for contest. I do jump for contest. All right? But jumping for contest is basically used when you're out of position. That is what jumping for contest is. When you just feel like if you raise your hand, or maybe like you're not close enough, or maybe like you're out of position, then you jump for contest. That's when it's used. When you're this close to somebody, there's no point in jumping for contest. You just raise your hand. All right? But it just seems like the contest is non-existent. Like 2K, every single time, they always fail to fix the right thing. Even when they increase the contest, the same problem was still happening. Dudes were still shooting over people. You still had the 7-4 shooting over people because they're not doing it right. Like, look at this clip, for example. I don't know if this is a different clip from the one I posted for, but just look at this clip. How do you raise your hand? How you this close to somebody? You raise your hand as soon as they're about to shoot the ball. And you like the person is already at their set point when your hand is just getting to that point. Make that make sense. It does not make sense, 2K. How can you put how is it that I'm able to get better paint contest on my 6'5" than perimeter contest? I have a 70 block and a 79 interior defense, and I get more blocks and more contest, I get more red contest. I'm being dead ass. I get more red contest in the paint than red contest in the perimeter. And I have a 92 perimeter defense. Does that make sense? I play the ones, and this is all ones, all right? Because everybody knows playing defense in the ones and twos is very, very tough because it's basically make it, take it. You don't get the ball back. You basically have to work to get that ball back. And especially when you're playing against people who are good, all right? I'm gold-plated in all these clips. The majority of the people I play against, they're not scrubs. They can make a shot. I get more paint blocks. I get more blocks that I get red contest in this game. It's absurd. That's not the way it should be. There's no reason why my 6'5" build is able to get good paint contest. I'm blocking shots. I'm jumping for contest. I'm getting good contest on my 6'5" in the paint. 5 clips, I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Good contest, and I'm getting nothing. Nothing at all. When it comes to perimeter defense, it makes no sense. And my perimeter defense is the highest. It's the highest one in my kit. Now, I just want to end of the video, I want to also talk about the fades. All right, the patch that they did to fades, because this kind of correlates to this. Because just like I said, 2K always fail to fix the thing that matters most. Why am I bringing up the fades? Because the problem was never the fades, bro. The problem was never the fades. Check it. Majority of the fading shots that people were taking were wide open shots. Do you know what the problem was with the fades? It was not that people were making it. It was that it could not be stopped. There was nothing you could do on defense as a defensive player to stop it. But isn't that what defense is supposed to be? To be able to stop offense? How can you make a game where you have this type of thing in offense and there's no way to stop? There's no way where he's like, oh, maybe I could bait this guy into taking the face. No, he's still greening that shit. It still says wide open. You do this, it says open. You jump, it says open. It could not be stopped. That was the problem. Because now you just have it, nobody can shoot fades. Only a selective who can shoot fades. You know what I'm saying? You can only shoot fades with takeover now. The problem was closeouts were too slow. You could not close out fast enough to contest a fade. All right. Look at when you're going up to contest a dunk or when you're trying to contest a layup. You see how fast you jump? You see how fast you're able to close out when you actually play good defense against a dunker or against a layup main? You see how fast you jump for that? That's what we need for perimeter defense. It's not patching offense. It's not patching it. It's buffing defense so that defense can stop it, so that people can be rewarded. Because right now, it's still the same shit. Nobody still can. If somebody can actually shoot fades in the game right now, it's still going to be the same thing. People are still going to make the shots because you still can't get a good contest on fades. All right. Now, can they be guarded right now? Fades can be guarded. All right, if you bait them, like you're smart enough, you can bait them and stuff. But the matter of fact is that it's still broken because people are still going to be able to make it. They're still going to be able to swap their way to get those open shots. All right, because the game is a lot faster now. People are able to get their shots off faster. So why isn't that the closeouts are not fast? Why is it that the closeouts for perimeter can't keep up with the fast shots? That's the question we should be asking 2K, bro. That's the question. I don't know how far this video is going to go, but I'm going to try to make it get out there because I feel like a lot of people should hear this out and give their opinions on it. That's going to do it for today's video, bro. If you like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Like I said, I really don't know if this video is going to go far, but I hope it does because I feel like a lot of people should listen to this. I'm going to post snippets of it from all the points that I get from the video, and I'm going to post it as a short so that a lot of people can see it. Because this is what I've gathered. Like, I'm not even an elite player, and I can literally just see stuff like this in the game, and it'll be like, you could just buff this. You don't gotta patch it. Just buff it. All right, bro. Peace.